I'm Dave Chamberlin. I'm the nutritionist for Barton Farm Company in Homer, Michigan. I've been in my position for a year and a half as a nutritionist, but I've been with the company for 8 years. So my number one priority is to tackle the nutrition of all of our hogs, and so I do that by I do least cost formulation by looking at what we're purchasing ingredients at, and then formulating diets based that we provide the hog with the cheapest diet that still meet all their requirements. We're not quite big enough of a farm to justify that being my only job, so I also help oversee some of the farming management, as well as I do lots of on-farm research on ways that we can improve our management, nutrition, and breeding and genetics program. My favorite part of my job is I get to do lots of different things every day. And I get to work with animals, I get to work with people, and it's a good balance. So when I've had enough people, I just make sure I schedule lots of time in the barns. I get lots of time with animals. Very rarely do I have enough of the animals, but when I need more people interaction, I'm able to do a lot with people too, so it's great. I think probably anybody could do my job with a lot of experience in the swine industry. However, lots of people that are in similar positions to mine, I'm kind of in a relatively new position. There's many farms that are just starting to hire a nutritionist, but most of them are looking for somebody with at least a master's degree in nutrition. But the most recent job postings have been actually requesting a PhD. So it's kind of interesting, but I think if you have lots of experience in the field, you could handle it as well. So I started off very interested in attending vet school, and then I ended up working for actually Barton Farm Company, a large hog producer, and I just became fascinated by the swine industry, and I became really attracted to the people. The swine industry is just filled with really, really, really good people, especially in Michigan. And so then I worked for the farm, and then I later became a manager of the farm, and then I opted to go to grad school in the swine world, and I had the opportunity to visit some other farms and help them along, and then I really got interested in least cost formulation, and it just kind of kept the snowball rolling. Oh, there's tons of jobs if you don't want to be a vet out there. And if you do want to be a vet, now's not the right time for you, there's many jobs out there that will make you an even better vet and maybe help get you some income, help pay for vet school. There's lots of really good paying jobs out there. But I think that the number one thing is to be able to wear different hats and be totally committed to those hats when you're wearing them. So when I walk into a barn, I've got my animal manager hat on, and I'm making sure that I'm 100% dedicated to the best management I can of those animals. And then when I'm walking into a meeting, I need to make sure that I'm communicating what that takes. You've got to kind of put your communication hat on, so to speak, or and make sure you're effectively communicating to those both above, below you, and equal to you in your position. I think the other really important thing is to be flexible. You're working with livestock, and so things don't. My day's been drastically changed many times by what the pigs decided to do, and so as long as you're flexible and you can manage through those and playing around when the pigs or whatever animal you're working with makes a change, you can take any position on in the livestock world.